Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Friday the 29th of March. A fantastic start to the video. Well, I'm going to get straight into it. I've staked roughly about £20. Decent racing, although impossible to find a winner. Hopefully I find a few. I'm going to need to find a few. Obviously to at least get his money back. I tell you what, I do like the look of Charlie Johnson tomorrow at Lingfield. So I'm going to talk you through the Newcastle bet. So I've covered Newcastle and Lingfield. So let me get straight into it. I'm not going to go too much into the horses, or some of them not even at all. I want to talk you through, basically go straight through the bets. So it's a 16 pence each way. Lucky 31 comes to, I think it's £9.92. The first selection is Manhattan Dreamer. I've left the price in the 118 at Newcastle. This horse is coming over from Ireland. It's part of the Ammo Racing Limited. It won quite readily last time. It looks a horse on the improve. It's got bundles and bundles to find against the principals in this race. But I think it's got a bit of a sneak. I think it's a bit of a raw talent. Who knows what it could do? And I think Ammo Racing are going to start nicking some big prize money. There's been a lot of money invested. They need to start getting the money back. The second selection is Vaguely Royal. In the 153 at Newcastle. This horse, it ran well for John Gosden, stepped up in trip last time. John Gosden is very good when it comes to Newcastle. He's very good anyway. And I think this horse appreciated the 2 mile. And I think it's due to run a decent race. 15-2, I think it's a very decent price because there's some decent prize money at stake. And John Gosden doesn't like leaving prize money behind. The third selection is Tarsus in the 225 at Newcastle. Another one coming from Ireland. This is another one that's got loads to find, but as I said, it's from Ireland. It's Andrew Slattery, and it normally races prominently, which I think it will do still. And it's a bit of an unknown type. It could easily come placed or come last, but it's 11-1. It's a reasonable price. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger than that. I shouldn't have really took the price, but I have done. And who knows what could happen with the price. The fourth selection is Shades of Summer in the 3 o'clock at Newcastle. The most interesting selection, or possibly best value, is Aberama Gold in the 335 at Newcastle. I think last time it was given a day out. It was given a workout just to get the breathing going, get it fit, or get it a bit more on point. I hate that. I don't know why I used it. Get it on point for this race because very few horses can be held up at Southwell's 5 furlong and get competitive. It's one of them. It's one of them straights without 5 furlong straight at Southwell. I'm losing the plot here. Not at Southampton, at Southwell, where I think you are massively favoured by racing prominently. This horse deliberately held up, came with a late run, got competitive, and ran a decent race. Next bet is a 10 pence each way Hines. As I said, the vast majority are Charlie Johnson, so it's Suffragette in the 130 at Lingfield. Wadacre Gomez in the 2:05 at Lingfield. Court of Session in the 240 at Lingfield. That's Crisford's. The fourth selection is probably the most interesting. Is Tenerife Sunshine in the 3:15 at Lingfield, and the next selection is Bosch, trained by Richard Hannon in the 3:50 at Lingfield, and finally a very interesting horse in Camzin, dropped massively in distance in the 5 o'clock at Lingfield. So those are all the selections for Friday. I'm already very interested for Saturday's selections and the races. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.